Let's remodel the entire bedroom on the Silverton in just one weekend. Let's see what I get myself into on this one. Rainy Saturday. It's time to rip out this old carpet hull liner, put some insulation in, and make this a whole lot better. All right, got the shelf out. Let's start ripping this up. I just get these ideas in my head that it'll all be okay. So this was definitely going to be an ongoing problem. There was actually a puddle of water right there, condensated from, I guess, how cold it is outside and keeping the boat fairly warm. All right, little update. Probably a little bit more than halfway through the rip things apart phase. Forward bulkhead's pretty much ripped apart and still have to rip all of that out. But I'm probably going to save that for maybe when this side's done. I can move a lot of stuff back and shift things around. I'm trying to figure out how to take all that out and still function in this jungle right now. But I may just do some downsizing while I'm here and just throw a bunch of things away so I can have some more space to work. But I think today's goal will be completely rip everything out and kind of pattern out. We're going to put this Armacell insulation from that line up to that line where the shelf goes. So that's the plan right now. This has actually sucked. Much more difficult to rip this stuff off of the side of the hull than I thought. So that was a good workout and a good sweat. But yep, that's where we're at right now. Half demoed and going to try to clean up. My least favorite. Okay, we're back on day 2. And there's definitely more of an echo here now that everything's out of it. So we're going to continue ripping the old stuff out. There was no moisture problem on this side, which makes sense because I usually stay on this side and this is usually cool, where, you know, humans are like 98 degrees or something. But yeah, for 40 years old, 41 years old, it's not terrible by any means. Random wasp, you know, a little bit of leakage, but that's probably from the window being left open. I've never had any active leak, and like it's not wet or anything like that. So when we rip that out, we'll see what that looks like behind there. But just taking the shelf out and gonna start ripping carpet. Yeah, this sucks. All right, got the foam insulation sealed up nice and tight against the bulkhead and the side of the hull. Now we're going to cut some carpet, and we're going to start at that edge to the deck edge and kind of repeat like what they did right there was the 72-inch line. So again, we're going to follow with starting in that corner and working our way back from the LED edge to the deck joint, and then run a piece from the deck joint down to the deck. Well, down to where the mattress sits on. Okay, well, definitely awkward, but I figured that I had it face down, sprayed the back of the carpet heavily with glue, sprayed the hull heavily with glue, and tacked it up there, and try to press in every corner. So far so good. I'm trying to iron that crease out, but I mean, that's not a big thing. And I cut a little bit long because you can't add things back once you cut them. That was a sentence. But yeah, I'm liking this so far. I got a lot of spray cans of this 3M 77 super mega glue, so I'm gonna keep on working at it. So far so good. That part is tacked up and hopefully set for good. Templating this big sheet now, of course, the goal is as little seams as possible. Didn't quite make it all the way there, which is fine. I mean, I'm just gonna have to have seams, and I'll butt it up, really nice and clean up all the edges and everything. I'm not too worried about it. It kind of just is what it is. For here, just gonna follow this the best I can. I'll trim the excess because obviously the hull curves and is not flat by any means. This is gonna be tricky. I can't pull the window out without probably breaking it because there's a screw stuck in there. So try to stand by for that. Okay, update on the window. I just put the drill on the Phillips and spun it really fast and melted through the plastic. That's probably not approved, but realistically, these windows are probably another thing to go back and replace, so I'm not overly concerned about that. Plus, it's undercover and blah, blah, blah. I'll go ahead and reseal this, but now I can cut the carpet, and obviously I've got a line right here, and I'll have the carpet sit underneath the window, and that will look the best it can be. So I've got it all templated out pretty well. I'm happy with where it's draping. I've got enough to go up into this edge here. So I'm going to hit the 3M Super 77. Low VOC or low this stuff wear respirator. I'm just going to go ahead and recommend that one. So I'm going to do half. So I'm going to fold down about the line on the hole here. So everything should stay hopefully here. I got it set pretty well. I'm going to fold this down. About halfway. So that's a two-fold. Well, I guess only one fold, but the purpose here is this now exposes the backside. And we've got the fiberglass here to spray on, and then it also keeps the glue off the good side, so it's kind of folded over, halved over on itself. So I'm just gonna spray the crap out of this per instructions. They didn't really specify how fast or how much, but that seems right. Okay, I'm gonna give that a second to tack up per the instructions, and then I will just kind of fold it back up like it was, and have to kind of work the fabric around the window. That'll probably be the fun part to watch. So it's got some tack to it. I've also got a roller, so let's go for it. Actually, I'm gonna hit this edge one more time. All right, and away we go. I'm just trying to make sure I don't get any creases or bubbles, because that's a pain. Okay, looking good. I'm kind of pulling fabric in to make this I might be able to do it without creasing it too much. Close. I guess when they originally did the boat, someone did a really good job on that. I mean, I got it pretty close. It's definitely pretty good to be acceptable for I have no idea what I'm doing. So we'll work on that crease here. Might have to go back and cut some relief in here to get those creases out, but overall I think that was pretty good. So I'm gonna cut this out now and get some more ventilation back in here. I've definitely found that changing the blades regularly definitely helps. This project's already a pain. Don't make it harder on yourself by using dull blades. I should probably follow my own advice. Wow, I did a terrible job cutting this opening out. That looks great. I don't know if you can hear that on the camera or not, but getting another random rainstorm. And a whole bunch of wind, of course. Oh, that's a bad idea. Now that let's see. So this project had been probably a long time coming, and I put it off for a long time because this is a lot of work, and then once you commit, you are committed. So I kind of just didn't for a while, and then I finally had enough of the moisture issues, and I was like, okay, I gotta finally do something about this. So I just got on the internet, bought a bunch of Armacell closed cell foam, picked a random hull liner color and a whole bunch of spray adhesive, and figured I would just go in for the full send and figure it out on the fly. And that's why we're here right now at some late hour of a Saturday night working on the boat. But this is going to be worthwhile for cleanliness, and it's going to be a lot more modern looking with this nice white color compared to the old beige hull liner that had been in there since, oh, you know what, God, it's almost like I know what I'm doing sometimes, some rare occasion. But that actually worked. All right, so we're gonna do the bottom half now. Got that. We're probably gonna do this in actually another half section because this went pretty far up there, and I don't want to spray on the clean side. So maybe we'll do about halfway here. Just get into the new insulation. Of course, I've got the hatch open for some ventilation and everything, and it's just really trying to rain on me, which makes everything really nice. So let's spray the hull. In here. I don't know what's better, too little or too much, so we'll just go with just enough. All right. So the instructions say when this gets tacky and doesn't come off with your finger, that it's about ready to be stuck. So lay this back down. And I'm gonna roll down. Oh no. course I got a crease. Okay, can't roll too hard on the foam. Lesson learned. All right. Good. And now the rest of the way down. This stuff better work because these cans were not cheap. And I ain't kidding you. It's like $25 per can of this stuff from 3M. Either they're really proud of their product or they make a really good product. And we will definitely find out. It's not too crazy on the side of the boat. Not a whole lot of, things happening. But we'll see how it does up there holding like from the overhead. It's almost one can there, but I did buy 4. I always try to overbuy ahead of time so I don't run out of stuff mid-project. So just buy a little extra and take it back if you don't need it. All right, tacking up a little bit longer. I've done so many projects where I just run out of supplies because I didn't buy enough. So I just try to overbuy everything now, and I can easily make a trip back and return the extras or forward it to the next project. So don't cut yourself short because I get really mad when I do that. All right, okay. Not bad. Not bad at all. All right. I think there's a chance I actually did pretty good on the first shot here, which that's an achievement. And I purposely did the starboard side first because this is typically where all the clothes and things are that should be in a dresser that I don't have, or a closet. So nobody really sees this side. So really the only goof is right there. I didn't quite leave enough extra fabric to go up to the line, and I got a couple creases there. I don't really think I'm gonna be able to do much of anything about that. It just is what it is. It's not quite perfect, but it's pretty darn good everywhere else. And again, this is the side that is piled up full of stuff, so we can hide that with junk. But overall, pretty impressed. So far, so good. I gotta tack that corner up there, but clean that excess up, but looking good. Quick progress report. All right, so day 3 update. Lined the shelf, got that back in. The only thing that didn't turn out very well that I don't like is these edges. It was pretty tough to cut the fabric, even with scissors and sharp scissors at that. So I think what I'm gonna do is get some white trim or some sort of batten and line that edge. That edge isn't too bad, but I think the one that meets there and around, I'll get that cleaned up better. But overall, big improvement. Well, that was definitely a fun project, and if you made it this long into the video, I really do appreciate it. There was a whole lot of spraying glue, and I sped it up. I cut a ton out, but this project definitely was one of the more time-consuming and difficult ones, especially when you try to make something look right and look really nice. The last little bit to do, like I mentioned, was kind of trim out the edges, and I have new RGBICW LED lights coming for around the outside perimeter there on the headliner, just to finish it off with some cool ambient light like I do the rest of the boat. And like even all the lights are Wi-Fi controlled and everything, and you know it is 12:30 and they're changed colors to kind of dim down for the mood for the day. So finishing this off tonight. That's a wrap on the Silverton bedroom remodel. Hit that subscribe button down there, give me a thumbs up, and drop a comment if you like. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.